spin my thrills. Custom spinning wheels. I ain't drove in a week, them did it spinning steel. Talk about me, cause these suckers scared to talk about me. Killers talking about me. It ain't no talk about me. It ain't no walking around me. See all these killers around me. Lot of drug dealing around me. Going down in Dade County. Don't tote no 22s. Magnum cost me 22. Sat it on them 22. Birds go for 22. Lil' mama super thick. She say she 22. She seen them 22. We in room 222. I touch work like I'm convertible Burt. I got distribution, so I'm converting the work. In the M.I.A.O. Them switch off, steady slanging, my shit be banging.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day I'm.
Blake Miller, please report to press row.
Know that I'ma ride for you either way it go. Tell me, girl, why you be stressing me for time? When you tell me you love me, can't you see I'm trying to climb? Then my nigga, why you acting like a you scared to take a chance? How the fuck we gon' get rich? Come here, baby, why you always insecure? Hold on tight to it and be sure. Yeah, ain't no way around it no more. I am the greatest. Lot of them set on the throne. I am the latest. I am the bravest. Go toe to toe with the giants, I ain't afraid of you. Silent the fate of you. So before it's all said and done, this nigga need better son. My Uzi it weighed a ton. I need me a better gun. In fact, I just might need two. Cause say they the one, and I got something to prove. Forgive me, Lord, here they come. Blah. Well, why you acting like a know that I'ma ride for you either way it go. Tell me, girl, why you be stressing me for time? When you tell me you love me, can't you see I'm trying to climb? Then my nigga, why you acting like a if you scared to take a chance, how the fuck we gon' get rich? Come here, baby, why you always insecure? Hold on tight to it and be sure. My inhibitions, fighting my intuition. Premature premonition, showing me the demolition of these phony niggas. So ahead of my time, even when I rhyme about the future, I be reminiscing. You want the truth, well come and listen. I'm like that time you bagged a dime and checked your phone and saw was a number missing. It's fate passes you by, half of you try, the other half of you fried. Too high to actually fly, one day you have to decide who you gon' be. A scary one that's gon' rule like me. Keep it true like me, cold you might be. Like the new Ice Cube, meets the new Ice-T. Meets Two Life Crew, meets the new Spike Lee. Meets Bruce like Wayne, meets Bruce like Lee. Meets O2 Lil Wayne, in a new white tee. Meets KD, ain't no nigga that can shoot like me. Blah. Well, why you acting like a know that I'ma ride for you either way it go. Tell me, girl, why you be stressing me for time? When you tell me you love me, can't you see I'm trying to climb? Then my nigga, why you acting like a if you scared to take a chance, how the fuck we gon' get rich? Come here, baby, why you always insecure? Hold on tight to it and be sure. Who's the king? Came from the bottom stains on my shirt. What you expecting from me? I came from the dirt. Money my motivator, the songs that I sing. Picture a peasant passing from palm to the king. Tell me you still love me, if so then let me go. Will I return or will I burn? Never know. Look in my eyes and see the future, but no sugarcoat. Listen, history repeats itself and that's just how it goes. Same way that these rappers always bite each other's flows. Same thing that my nigga Elvis did with rock and roll. Justin Timberlake, Eminem, and then Macklemore. While silly niggas argue over who gon' snatch the crown. Look around, my nigga, white people have snatched the sound. This year I'll probably go to the awards, dap it down. Watch Iggy win the Grammy as I try to crack a smile. I'm just playing, but all good jokes contain true. same rope you climb up on and hang you with, but not Jermaine. My aim too sick, I bang. I came to bring the pain, my brain too quick. You see how I maneuver this game, I ain't stupid. I recognize that life is a dream, and I dream lucid and break the change and change minds one verse at a time and claim 2626. If the shoe fits, who's the king?
We are kings, kings of ourselves first and foremost. While the people debate who's the king of this rap game, here comes little old Jermaine with every ounce of strength in his veins to snatch the crown from whoever y'all think has it. But rather than place it on his head as soon as he grabs it, poof, boom, pow, it's like magic. With a flash and a bang, the crown disintegrates and falls to the earth from which it came. It's done. Ain't gonna be no more kings. Be wary of any man that claims, because deep down he clings onto the need for power. In reality, he's a coward. Ultimately, he's scared to die. Sometimes so am I. But when I'm in tune with the Most High, I realize the fear lies in my lack of awareness of the other side. Today I know that we are the same, you and I. A different kind of skin, different set of eyes, two different minds, but only one God. For all the kings. Because I know deep down every poet just
Test,
wants
check,
love.
check. Testing 1, 2, check.
Yeah. Yeah. Halloween. Taliban. Yeah. Jumpin', them boys up to something. They just spent like 2 or 3 weeks out the country. Them boys up to something, they just not just bluffing. You don't have to call, I hear my dance like Usher. Ooh. I just found my tempo like on DJ Mustard. Ooh. I hit that Ginobili with my left hand, though, like woo. Lobster and saline for all my babies that are nice. Chicken finger, french fry for them hoes that wanna dish. Jumpin', them boys up to something. I think I need some Robitussin. Way too many questions, you must think I trust you. You searching for answers, I do not know nothing, woo. I see him tweaking, they know something's coming, woo. Jumpin', them boys up to something, woo. Jumpin', what you expecting, woo. Shout out, Michael Jordan just said text me, woo.
Jumpin'. I just seen the jet take out, they up to something. Them boys just not bluffing, Jumpin', them boys up to something. She was trying to join the team, I told her, wait. Chicken wings and fries, we don't go on dates. Nobu. I just throw the private dinner in the Trapping is a hobby, that's the way for me. Money coming fast, we never getting slick. I just had to buy another set. Bentley Spurs and Phantom Jordan fade away.
Yeah, jumpin', I don't need no introduction. Jumpin', Metro boomin' on production, wow. 100 cousins out in Memphis, they so country, wow. Tell her stay the night, valet your car, come me now. Jumpin', live on TNT, I'm flexin', ooh. Jumpin', they gave me my own collection, ooh. Jump when I say jump, girl, can you take direction, ooh. Mutombo with the, you keep getting rejected, ooh.
Heard it came through Magic City on a Monday. Heard they had the club wild, it was star-studded. A bunch of girls going wild when you turn flooded. And I had them like wild, cup dirty. Dope man. Money on the counter, choppers on the floor. I just caught that tempo, DJ Mustard. Way too much codeine in the We just count up big racks, whoa. I know I'ma get my big back, whoa. I count all these racks that I have on me now, I'ma have you like, whoa. Chanel number 9, Chanel number 5, but you got them both.
Jumpin', them boys up to something. They just spent like 2 or 3 weeks out the country. Them boys up to something, they just not just bluffing.
Jumpin', them boys up to something.
all day, all day. All day, all day. How long you ball? All day, all day. How much time you spent at the mall? All day, all day. How many runners do you got on call? All day, all day. Swiss, Swiss. How long they keep you in call? All day, all day. Take you to get this fly. All day, all day. Tell your P.O. how long you been high? All day, all day. And already know, straight from the shop. All day, all day. Top, 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 side. All day, all day. This shade, nigga. Shopping for the winner and it's just made. Ball so hard, man, it's just crazy. You ain't getting money that you got 8 figures. For that G's and P's, man, I been say, nigga. Just talk to Faircon, that sensei, nigga. Told him I've been on 10 since the 10th grade, nigga. Got a middle finger longer than the Kim, baby, nigga. I don't let them play with me. I don't let them talk to me no kind of way. They better watch what they say to me. Nigga still getting popped on the day-to-day. Yeah, I still got the 100 with a small face, nigga. Might spend 50 racks in my off day, nigga. You a fake Denzel like the all say, nigga. If you run into me, better have all stay with you, You a Rico Suave, nigga. Ride around, listen to Sade, nigga. If you ain't with us, you an our way, nigga. You an actor, you should be on Broadway, nigga. Cause you do the Broadway, nigga. You got it from a Broadway thicker. Late for the class in the hallway, nigga. Get a dropout at it as always. As always. All day, all day. I took a young sweet breath and I reached into my earth. Gave him what I had left. At that moment I dispersed. At that moment I dispersed. All day, all day. How long you ball? All day, all day. How much time you spent at the mall? All day, all day. How long it take you to get the fly? All day, all day. Take a P.O. How long you been high? All day, all day. Post some here no for my that died. All day, all day. And I keep a bad bitch on the passenger side. All day, all day. And already know I'm straight from the shop. All day, all day. Stop, 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 stop. Y'all ready for this?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Let's feast on some NWAC basketball tonight. It's game number 4 of the 38th annual Red Devil Classic. The winner of this game will play Blue Mountain tomorrow night at 6. The loser of this tilt will play Peninsula at 2 p.m. Let's introduce the starting lineups. First for our visiting team from Gresham, Oregon, the Mount Hood Saints. Starting at a guard, a freshman from Las Vegas, number 4, Miles Williams. Starting at a guard from the Dalles, a freshman number 5, Styles De Leon. Starting at guard out of Orlando, Florida, freshman number 10, Quantavious Tillman. Starting at a guard from Fairbanks, Alaska, sophomore number 11, Leighton Neild. And in the middle, a sophomore from Sandy, Oregon, number 21, Carson Riley. The assistant is Devin Cowthorpe, and the head coach of the Saints, Hani Daoud. Red Devil fans, are you ready? Are you ready? Let's meet the starting 5 for your Lower Columbia College Red Devils. He's a sophomore guard out of Napa, wearing number 3, James Gross. Starting at a guard, a sophomore transfer from Portland, Oregon, number 5, Chance White. Starting at a forward, out of Scappoose, Oregon, a sophomore, number 10, Skylar Schmidt. Starting at a guard, a sophomore from Laguna Pueblo, New Mexico, number 11, Shane Duma Sanchez. And the man in the middle, the sophomore from Las Vegas, number 22, Javaris Reed. The assistants are Alan Brown and Chad Kramer. Head coach of your Red Devils, Mickey Poland.
All right, welcome tonight to Devil Vision. Dave Andrew along for the play-by-play. Glad you could join us.
Our
Day
officials
4 here.
tonight, Mr. Doug
Day 4,
Sturmer,
I should say. Day
Mr.
1 of the
Tavares
38th annual
Hickey,
Red
and
Devil
Mr.
Classic.
Dante Lewis.
Last time these two teams met was on this floor in the championship of this tournament in
Long-time friends
2023.
in the
Mount
NWAC
Hood was
from
the
the
winner.
South,
Devils
the Mount
these players
Hood
were here then,
Saints,
but they like to turn
and
it around.
from the
Here
West,
we go, Javaris
your
Reed
Lower
jumping up for
Columbia
the
College
Devils.
Red Devils. It's NWAC basketball. Let's do this.
Carson Riley for Mount Hood. Riley gets the tap. Saints having backcourt. And here we go. Saints and the Devils. Always a good matchup when they get together. First year coach Hanny Daoud at the helm for Mount Hood. And of course, in his 9th season, Mickey Polis here down to my right. Backdoor cut. Lay it in. And just like that, Styles De Leon has Mount Hood in the lead.
The
Saints
basketball
show
Styles
press.
De Leon.
Chance White will bring it up and bring it across the timeline for the Devils. And here we go. Nice crowd on hand here tonight for the first day of this 38th annual Red Devil Classic. That's Skylar Schmidt with it for Lower Columbia. Boy, Skylar double-doubles in his first 2 games. Devils 2-0. Mount Hood 2-0 coming in to this contest. Juma Sanchez gets up in the air and drew the foul to the chagrin of the Mount Hood side. Thought he got bailed out a little bit there. Shane Dumas Sanchez, one of the many new faces on this Red Devil
to
team
number 11,
here early
Leighton
in this
Nealed
season.
his first team
6 on the
foul,
shot clock.
first
Devils will
foul
have
of
to
the
hustle.
game.
Dumas Sanchez will trigger right underneath his own bucket. Looks for an opening, kicks it out in the corner. Chance White, Gross with a 3 to beat the buzzer. Just missed. Skylar Schmidt, as he does so well with the offensive rebound, and he'll get freebies. Schmidt, the kid out of Scappoose,
On number
prepped at
11,
Central
Leighton
Catholic
Nealed,
High
his
School.
second
Played
team
last year at
foul.
William Jessup University in Northern California, and glad he landed here for his sophomore
Skylar
season.
Schmidt
He'll shoot a couple.
shoots
Schmidt with
2.
16.5 points a game, 11 rebounds per game for Lower Columbia. Schmidt's first free throw. Bangs it up. Boy, the Devils have not shot a lot of free throws
Checking
this
in
year.
for the
and they
Saints,
haven't
number
shot them well.
2,
Only
Jair
14
Benjamin.
of 30. Now 14 of 31. Got to get to the lane more than that. That's less than 15 shots a game. Skylar gets the second one. Miles Williams, 10 points a game, has 5 assists, deals well from the point guard position. Swing it right. That's Tillman. He's the high scorer. On top, the big fella lets one fly, no good. There he is with that rebound, Skylar Schmidt. That's Gross. James, one of the returning sophomores on this team. There's only 3 of them. Schmidt from way outside, back iron. Javaris Reed tried to tap it out to a Red Devil, but it went to a Saint. Stolen. Dumas Sanchez goes to the left hand, has a shot blocked. Right. Gross got the guy to fly by him, goes to the hoop, dumps it off. Reed will lay it up and in.
Javaris Reed.
Way to stick to it there,
The
the Devils.
assist to James Gross.
Gross showed 3, drove, handed
The foul
off.
is on number
Javaris with the
10,
catch.
Quantavious Tillman,
Got a
his
chance for a
first
three-point play.
third team foul.
Javaris had
Javaris
24
Reed
points in the win
and
over
one.
over Portland Community College, first game of the season. 9 the other night in the win over Chemeketa. In the Devils 2-0, Mount Hood 2-0. And Tavares hits the free throw. Winner of this matchup will play Blue Mountain tomorrow night at 6 o'clock in the semifinals. Devils in the man defense. Shot is off. Ball goes out of bounds. Quantavious Tillman, the young man out of Orlando. Good defense. I know, talking to Coach Mickey Polis, that's the thing this team, his new team this year, has struggled a bit on playing defense the way he likes it. Played pretty well at times against Chemeketa on Tuesday night. They'll only get better. That's Dumas Sanchez looking for a cutter. Schmidt, he was wide open, didn't catch that, threw it in the corner, and Chance White missed the three. Boy, Schmidt opened up all of a sudden there. I don't think he recognized, and he kicked it in the corner. Now we've got, that's interesting, the offensive foul called on the guy on the floor.
Foul is on number 2,
Jair Benjamin, who just checked in.
That's
Kid out of San Diego with the offensive foul.
Fourth team foul.
Mount Hood continues to throw, shows some token backcourt pressure. Dumas Sanchez calls it out. Devils in the weave out top. That's Schmidt, turns in traffic, and he traveled.
Traveling violation.
Our officials tonight, Doug Sturmer, Tavares Hickey, Dante Lewis. That's Miles Williams into front court. Cut off. Jair Benjamin on top. Devils in the man, dump it inside, pass off the hands, tipped by a Red Devil. 8 on the shot clock. Saints will have to move quickly. Styles De Leon, former Vidal's player, will inbound. Good defense by Chance White. Shot clock down to 4 and stolen by the Red Devils. 2-on-1. White flop up. Schmidt, no call. Looked like he got hit on the waist. Devils missed the opportunity, and Mount Hood doesn't as Styles De Leon goes the other way and ties this thing up. James Gross, sophomore out of nearby Napavine, Washington. Float, too hard off the back rim, no good. Long rebound, here comes the Saints. They go airborne. Devils knocked it out of bounds. Chance White got back. Kason Bach from Stevenson, Washington. If you know your geography, not very far from Mount Hood. Just up the I-84 a little bit, across the river, the Bridge of the Gods. Probably about a 30-minute drive or so from Mount Hood. Ball tipped out. Off the hands of the Red Devils, Chance White. Devils, as you can see, in the home whites, red trim. And the Saints in their red and black. These two schools do battle in lots of sports. Basketball, softball, baseball. Different divisions, but a lot of non-league and postseason play. Shot clock down to 8. Devils are playing the good defense. Dump it in, tipped around, not stolen. Driving and shooting and missing was Quantavious Tillman, but a foul detected, and the Saints will have free throws. Javaris Reed, first foul of the game on the Red Devils. Reed, 3 points. Styles De Leon, 4 for Mount Hood here early. Tillman to the line for the visitors, averaging 20 points a game, 71.4% free throw shooter, 10 of 14 coming in. And improves on that. Got my sidekick Boyd Miller with me, and a young man from the Napa Loggers, right? All right. Boyd, the voice of Napa Loggers Sports, and just getting himself ready for a broadcasting communications degree in college, and asked to come join us tonight. And glad you're with me. Second shot missed. Skylar Schmidt high for that board. Devils cross the timeline, off the hands of Schmidt as the backcourt pressure got to the Devils a little bit that time. They got a little hurried and threw it away. 5-4 Saints. Earlier today, Centralia, a winner over Everett. Spokane got beat by Southwestern Oregon, and then it was Blue Mountain over Peninsula. We'll kind of go over what that means for tomorrow play. Got a foul on the Red Devils, Shane Dumas-Sanchez. Tomorrow at noon, Everett and Spokane will play in a consolation game. The loser of this game will play Peninsula at 2. At 4 o'clock in the semis, it'll be Centralia and Southwestern Oregon. Blue Mountain awaits the winner of this game tomorrow at 6. 4 more games on Sunday. Jumper, hard, no good. Schmidt right there for the rebound. Boy, he's just on the spot for those boards. Chance White, little flares out. Schmidt stops from the elbow. A little too hard and can't get the rebound. 2-on-1. Missed, tapped in, waved off. I think the foul was before the tip in, probably on the initial shot. Foul's on the Red Devils, James Gross. Timeout here. 14:52 left in the first half. Red Devils trail the Saints 5-4. Well, the Red Devils like to thank the Bud Clary Auto Group. Bud Clary, a longtime family business here in Longview with Bud Clary Chevrolet, Bud Clary Ford, Bud Clary Hyundai, Bud Clary Subaru. The Bud Clary Auto Group. Been treating us all like family since 1959 and an outstanding sponsor of Red Devil athletes and actually a whole lot in this community. Well, kind of a slow start on the scoreboard. Just 5-4 Mount Hood with the lead. The team's kind of feeling each other out here, playing some good defense, a lot of quickness. And like I said, both teams, something's got to give tonight. You have two teams 2-0. Now, Mount Hood, a little bit unknown. They've beaten two JV teams, Corbin and Pacific JVs, by 30 or so points, 96-63 over Corbin, 91-62 over the Pacific JV. You never quite know what you got in those JV programs. Sometimes it can be quality, sometimes not so great. Red Devils with a little more of a conventional schedule beat Portland Community College 80-65 and Chemeketa 77-64. Noah Scow in for the Devils, the freshman out of Tenino. Prepped last year at Annie Wright High School up in Tacoma. Kaysen Bach to the free throw line for Mount Hood. One of 3 now on the season from the line. Schmidt, Scow, Dumas-Sanchez, White, and Gross for the Red Devils. Missed them both. Working around the high post off Scow. That's White. Rolls to the hoop, beat the defense in there, and scored. And the late whistle, it'll be a conventional three-point play try. There's the speed of Chance White. Dumas-Sanchez, quick. White, quick. He got some real speed and a couple guards off the bench, too. And Chance White got around that corner. It was wide open. He got fouled from behind by Kaysen Bach. Three-point play opportunity for Chance. Got it. Devils go a little smaller with Javaris Reed off the floor for a bit. High post. That's Riley, the three. That big fella likes to get outside and shoot. Noah Scow with the rebound for Lower Columbia. Look for reverse, not there. Now does reverse to Schmidt. Handed off White. Schmidt's got to be careful. He's setting a screen pretty close to a moving screen out there. No call. White three. He'll shoot three. As the defender jumped out on him. Miles Williams, and that's a shooting foul on a three-point attempt. Devils with subs coming in. Max Saavedra Hayden Yore set to go. Chance White just 2 of 5 from the line on the season and missed that one. Chance hit one earlier. Hey, don't get on the floor. We saw 6 men on the floor earlier today by Southwestern Oregon in a blowout game. They had 6 on and got teed up for it. That's the first time I recall myself ever seeing that on this floor. Max Saavedra, their number 1. Hayden Yore, number 15. Hey, here's a tip for you, Boyd. When you're calling a game on TV, you say the number. On radio, they don't care. They can't see the numbers, all right? You got that? Okay, I don't want to hear you doing a radio game saying number 15 just came in the game. They can't see that. Hey, we're talking on there. It's okay. We're home. 8-5 now as White gets one of them. Jumper, corner, long, no good. Scow with great position. Held his man out and tapped it to White. Chance, wiggle, shake and bake. No foul called. Devils can't get the rebound. Push it out ahead. Quantavious Tillman, first guy there, and scores. Saavedra, the guard out of Idaho. Mac out of Meridian, Idaho, Rocky Mountain High School. Mount Hood foul, Quantavious Tillman. That's his second. That's 17 foul. Devils will be in the bonus the rest of the way, and there's a lot of time left in this first half. Travis Head out of Defuniak Springs, Florida, 6'8". Hayden Yore, local kid, Kelso High School, missed the front end of the 1-and-1. Scow got the rebound, ducked under, went left-handed. Pretty move by Noah Scow. Devils get the bucket anyway. Coming baseline and scoring and getting fouled was Julian Baltatsis for Mount Hood. Seeing a lot of three-point play opportunities here. Parker Eiswald checks in for the Red Devils. That foul was on Hayden Yore, his first. Eiswald in for Schmidt. Parker Eiswald, a redshirt freshman, was here last year but did not play. Just worked on getting himself a little stronger, a little bigger. Had an outstanding prep career up the road in Chehalis at WF West High School. There's some kind of question on the officials here. We'll see. Baltatsis to the line, trying to complete the three-point play. Would tie this thing up as we tick down to the 13-minute mark in the first half. High archer, nope. And a Mount Hood player goes over the back. That's Tillman, and I think that's his third foul. Well, there you go. The player averaging 20 points a game will have to sit down. He went up. He didn't like the call, but he did go up and over the back of the taller Noah Scow. And now Scow will shoot a 1-on-1. Scow 2 of 5 at the line, now 3 of 6 on the season. Scow, Yore, Saavedra, Eiswald, and White on the floor for the Devils, although that will change as Cole Chester will come in for White. Another one of the Red Devil red shirts. 12-9 Red Devils. This is a rotation Mickey Polis used against Chemeketa the other night, bringing these fellows off the bench early in the game. Shot inside, missed, and Hayden Yore gets the kick off the rim. First touch for Chester. Chester on top, looks for a backside. That's Yore, too far out to shoot the three. Bounce pass. Shot clock at 8. Scow, little fall away. Couldn't get the shot to fall, a little long. De Leon with it, gets it back right in front of the Red Devil bench. Can't penetrate. Gets it to teammate on the baseline. Shot no good, but we got a foul on Hayden Yore as he jostled Julian Baltazis. And here we go. Dalton Stevens will check in for the Red Devils. Dalton, who prepped next door at Mark Morris High School, has missed the first 2 games with a leg injury, some knee soreness. I know he's been chomping to get in and play, and he's going to get his Red Devil career started here right now as Baltazis missed the first free throw. Dalton just with an outstanding career over at Mark Morris High School. This kid's a good athlete. Hopefully that leg's okay. I believe just had an old knee injury flared up on him a bit. Just making sure early that he's okay, and he's in now. Both free throws miss. Scow. Now Saavedra will bring it across the timeline. On top, Eiswald. Scow baseline. Devils not really getting much of a look. Double team on top and tied up, and Lower Columbia could not get a timeout. It'll be the Red Devil possession, but they'll lose the arrow. Not a lot of experience on the floor here for the Red Devils. In fact, this is the first, second, or third game, college game for all the players out there right now. Down to 6 on the shot clock. Scow. Let it fly. Colchester. Too long, no good. Devils just did not get any kind of look that time. That'll be a team rebound for Mount Hood. Saavedra, freshman. Scow, a freshman. Stevens, a freshman. And Eiswald and Chester, redshirt freshmen. Jumper put up, no good. And rebounded by Scow. Here come the Devils. Saavedra will push. See if they can get the offense this time. Get somebody open. Chester, underhand lay and finger rolls it home. The former Ridgefield Sputter. And the Devils are up by 5 now. Stevens, the defense on Julian Baltazis. Screen on top. Jair Benjamin had it. Out on the side to Baltazis, covered by Dalton Stevens. Pounding him. Corner. Wide open. Floater. Back iron. No good. Missed by De Leon. Devils lost the rebound. De Leon will go in and lay it in. Chester could not secure it. De Leon was right there, and the young man out of the Dow said thank you and scored. Dalton Stevens, first touch, 3, back iron, no good. Probably a quicker shot than Mickey Polis wanted. And slowly walking it up, Julian Baltazis for Mount Hood. Starters heading back in for the Devils, some of them anyway. Dumas Sanchez, Javaris Reed, Schmidt all come in. And James Gross. Dalton Stevens will stay on the floor with that group. All right, we almost saw 6 guys on the floor again. It's catching around here. Miles Williams, backdoor cut. De Leon. And undercut a little bit by Shane Dumas Sanchez. And De Leon will shoot. And we've got a timeout. Timeout on the floor. Red Devils 14. Mount Hood 11. WeatherGuard supports Lower Columbia College athletics. WeatherGuard has earned the trust of clients across the Northwest with top quality residential, commercial, and industrial roofing services. Contact WeatherGuard for exceptional craftsmanship and a free estimate. Call them 577-7200 or go to weatherguardinc.net. For the best in roofing, call the Guard, WeatherGuard. Tell you what, the rain I heard on my roof last night, I hope my roof's in good shape. It was raining hard in Napa the last couple days. Yeah, you guys get hammered. It's worse there than here. Well, neither team really in a great offensive flow here yet. A lot of substitutions. Pretty good defense being played. Let's see who can get rolling here. Devils up 14-11. The winner will meet Blue Mountain. Blue Mountain, the Timberwolves out of Pendleton, won earlier today, and will take on the winner of this game in one of the semifinal games tomorrow. Styles De Leon, leading scorer in the game with 6 points at this point. And misses. Boy, both teams are struggling at the line. Mount Hood is now 1 of 7. The Red Devils are 6 of 10. That's reasonable. Way too many misses, and he got that one. Dalton Stevens gets it across. That's Schmidt. Took a big old step, drug a pivot foot, got stuck. Julian Baltatsis breaks the timeline for Mount Hood, directs traffic. Left side, Williams takes the long three. Schmidt, great position, got the board. See if the Devils can get something on this set. Mount Hood back quickly. Looks for Gross. Of course, an outstanding three-point shooter is James Gross. In the weave on top. Reverse it back. Schmidt, baseline, Javaris Reed, inside scores. Devils ran that set well. They reversed it. Reed came across. Schmidt found him for the assist, and the Devils are up now 16-12. Tatsits on the baseline, guarded nicely by Dalton Stevens. Finds a cutter to the hoop. Styles De Leon, and he scores. He's got 9 points. Devils up by a bucket. Dumas Sanchez got his man in the air. Dalton Stevens, good look from the wing, missed it. Got a good look, got to hit that one. Ran the play for him, just couldn't get it down. First game, first college game. It takes some time. Shot missed by Williams. Stevens skies for the rebound. Gross with a pick from Javaris Reed. Baseline jumper, looks long, it is. Touched nothing until the hands of Julian Baltatsis. Not a pretty game so far for either club. Mount Hood will reset. 14 on the shot clock. Williams back to Baltatsis. Got a great look from three over Stevens. Pretty good defense. Got it down. Mount Hood takes the lead. Posting up. Javaris Reed lost it. Just lost it off his hands. Turnover Red Devils. Push it ahead. And speaking of losing off his hands, Carson Riley had the same fate there. Dalton Stevens will sit down. Noah Scow back in for the Red Devils. Chance White, Dumas Sanchez, Scow, Gross, and Reed for the Red Devils. Devils will like to get James Gross open. Outstanding, the best shooter on this team. Red Devils will throw it in right in front of the Mount Hood coaching staff. There's Gross looking right down the barrel of that rifle. Missed that shot, though. Rebounded by Scow. Boy, Gross won't get a better look than that. Just wouldn't go. Dumas Sanchez, he'll try a mid-range jumper. Not good. Tip, and rebounded by Mount Hood. Here come the Saints, 2-on-2. Pass it up. Good defense by Javaris Reed to get back. He had his hands straight up in the air. Shot went up into him, and he's called for the foul, his second. And Javaris is saying, I don't know what to do. But I know when he's got 2 fouls, that's not where Mickey Polis wants him to be with 6.5 here in the first half. Leighton Neild averaging 16.5 points a game. Will shoot a couple. Neild a 7 of 10 free throw shooter coming in. Another miss. Boy, Mount Hood is just scuffling from the line. Max Saavedra comes back in for the Devils. Mount Hood now 2 of 10 from the free throw line. They're still ahead. Neild the lefty. Missed that one. And Scow with the rebound. Boy, the Saints just hurting themselves at the stripe. Gross play a little catch with Saavedra. Back to Mack. Goes left. Too many defenders there. Swing it back. Scow, kick it out. Saavedra, short. Off, missed everything. Reed the rebound, and ball's tipped out with 5 on the shot clock by a Mount Hood player. Mickey Polis yelling out a play. Mickey's struggling with laryngitis. Hey, it worked. Got it into Scow. Scow got up close to the hoop and put it in. Devils back on top. Williams, jumper, elevated and got it over a leaping Javaris Reed. Saavedra, push it up. Chance White caught on the baseline, now in traffic. Stops, has his shot blocks. That's Mount Hood with the rebound. Williams again, flip it behind him. Shot up, no good. Tipped around, picked up by Neild, and Leighton Neild lays it in. Devils got beat down the floor that time. We've got a whistle away from the ball and a foul on Mount Hood. Devils will shoot a 1-on-1. Well, Tatsas with a foul, his first, 19th foul. And that'll put Noah Scow on the stripe. He'll shoot 1-and-1. And not a bad crowd here tonight, filling in. Of course, Thanksgiving break. Some students home. You got other teams here watching. Scow gets the first one. No, Scow was 6 points now, 7 points. Skylar Schmidt will check back in for the Devils. Jair Benjamin, Styles De Leon, who've been down for a bit, back in for Mount Hood. Scow 7, leads the Red Devils. 3 for 3 from the line. He's got one more. Banged it off the front rim. Mounted players, little catch at the top of the key. Neild, the lefty. Sometimes they can be tricky. There you go. What it is about good lefties, you know they're coming left side, but boy, Neild just created that time, got around the corner and laid it in. 4-point lead for Mount Hood. Double team. White's got to get out of it. He does. Goes to the hoop and got it home. Boy, that's a big man's bucket right there. He had defenders all over him and got around them and scored. Devils within 2. Neild to the hoop. Didn't get the last second roll, but he'll shoot a pair of free throws. Fouls on the Red Devils, Skylar Schmidt. We got a timeout on the floor. Our score is Mount Hood 23, Lower Columbia 21. Red Devil Athletics, sponsored by Pacific Tech Construction. PacTech has been building with purpose for over 30 years. Pacific Tech founded around the idea that providing consistently excellent construction service is much more than a bottom line. It means impacting our community in a positive way, shaping environments, lives, and futures. We'd sure like to thank Pacific Tech Construction, always supporting our Red Devils. Now, again, a bit of a chore offensively both ways here in this first half. Mount Hood leading at 23-21. Styles De Leon 9 points. Julian Baltatsis 7 to lead Mount Hood. Noah Scow off the bench with 7. Chance White 6 to lead Lower Columbia. Neither team turning it over much. Devils with 5, Mount Hood with 3. Lower Columbia out rebounding Mount Hood 18-15. But the shooting, woeful. Devils just 29.2%, 7 of 24. And that's why they are down here early. I guess the good news is they're only down 2. Leighton Neal to the free throw line. He'll shoot a couple. Another missed free throw. That was 2 free throws. Boy, it's, again, Mount Hood just really off at the free throw line. De Leon got that one. Two of 12 from the line are the Saints. Saavedra had it poked away, went in the backcourt, not over and back. It was touched. Saavedra gets his shot blocked and caught by a Mount Hood player. Jair Benjamin beats the Devils down the floor. 5-point lead now for Mount Hood. Devils a lot of standing around. Chance White drives, goes to the hoop, and lays it in. Chance has done a good job penetrating in this first half. One of the bright spots offensively for Lower Columbia. Kneeled, goes hard to the hoop, and draws another shooting foul. James Gross. Again, Mount Hood has drawn the fouls. Their problem is they've only made 3 of 13 here in the first half. Kneeled is 1 for 4. He's got 2 this time. 3 of 14. It's kept the Devils closer than they probably should be. Miles Williams back in. Mount Hood as a team came into this tournament shooting 63%, which is okay. Neal got that one. Back to a 4-point lead for Mount Hood. The Saints have led by as many as 5. Devils led by 3 at one time. Scow has a tip. Got it back. White looking to penetrate. Cut off that time by Jair Benjamin. Top of the key. White 3. Back iron. Devils miss another 3. They have struggled from there. In fact, they haven't made any. 0 for 8 from the stripe, the long distance stripe. Carson Riley gets a pick. Tries to rotate in. Shot no good. And Scow with the rebound for Lower Columbia College. See if the Devils can have a strong 3 minutes here to end the half. Take a lead into the halftime break. Saavedra taps the head. That's the play. Pass meant for Scow on the floor. Gross had it. Got it to Scow. On Saavedra, 3. Off, no good. Devils with another miss. 0 for 9 from long range. Williams in amongst the tall guys. Missed a shot. Had it blocked by a Red Devil. Here comes Lower Columbia. Gross to the hoop. Lay it up and in. James Gross, first points of the night. Devils within a deuce as we tick down near the 2-minute mark here in the first half. Bad news is the Red Devils have not played particularly well, but out of sync. The good news is they're only down by 2. Kneeled, tied up in the middle, not called. Gets it out on the side, shot missed, long rebound tipped, and Schmidt comes up with it. I think Gross got a hand on it. And the Devils throw it away, trying to find Gross in the corner. And Carson Riley snatched it away from Mount Hood. And we've got a timeout on the floor. 1:41 left here in the first half. 27-25, Mount Hood with the lead. Well, again, 38th time we've had this thing. Goes way back to the early 80s. Red Devil Classic, 8 teams. A lot of them come every year. Everett's here about every year. Spokane, Centralia, Southwestern Oregon, Mount Hood. Peninsula and Blue Mountain haven't been here a lot. They're here this year. But tomorrow, Everett will play Spokane at noon. Those two teams lost earlier today. Peninsula also lost. We'll play the loser of this game. Centralia and Southwestern Oregon won our first 2 early games. They will play at 4. And then Blue Mountain, who won the earlier game this evening, will get the winning of this game. Look, the Napa Loggers getting a hand from the Red Devil faithful. 1:41 left here, first half. Jair Benjamin of Mount Hood right here next to us, could reach out and touch him. He's going to throw it in. Now he's going to reposition him here into the open slot. Veteran official Doug Sturmer came over and said, hey, son, go over here. A little easier throw in this slot right here. Throws in the backcourt, and with a fresh 30 seconds, now here comes Mount Hood. They lead by 2. Wide open the corner. Jair Benjamin, pump fake, drew the defense out, went baseline and scored. Hey, they tell you don't give up the baseline, and the Devils did, and they got hurt because of it. Chance White now at the point for Lower Columbia. Guarded closely by Jair Benjamin. Chance drives, up in the air, no foul called. Looked like he got splattered, no call. Williams, unstopped up the middle. Mickey Polis wants a timeout. Boy, the Devils just did not pick up Miles Williams, and he went in and scored easily that time. And with 1:07 left here in the first half, the Devils are down 6. Red Devils, after this, have the week off, and then gotta remember where they head here. Red Devils next weekend will be, they're playing. I'm just not finding it here. We'll get that for you. Not back on the home court until when the Red Devils host the crossover on December 12th through 14th. We'll play 3 home games then. Lower Columbia backcourt pressure, break it. Gross gets hammered. Boy, the Mount Hood coaching staff doesn't like it. I'm not sure what they would dislike about that. James Gross got pounded. Fouls on Miles Williams, 10th team foul. So the Devils in the double bonus. James Gross will shoot it. Next Sunday, the Red Devils play at Lane College in Eugene. And then here for 3 in a row, the 11th, 12th, and 13th. Kind of a limited schedule as finals week pops up here soon. And when they host those games, 11th, 12th, and 13th, finals will be over. And the players will have about a 4-week break from classes. Gross made both shots. Devils down 4. Chance White fell down, got back up. Looked like he hit his head on the floor a little bit. Good defense on the baseline by Noah Scow. Mount Hood player stuck on the baseline. That's Julian Baltatsis. Pass was deflected by a Red Devil, so 6 on the shot clock. Mount Hood will inbound. Baseline, Riley fall away. Really pretty, quick move. Devil defense just not quite ready. Now the double team near the midcourt stripe. Devils better get it across. They do. Shot clock is off. 15 seconds on the game clock. Mount Hood's going to have a lead at the half. How much? We don't know. 6, 4, 3. In the corner. Shot blocked. Rebounded by Mount Hood, and we've got a whistle. What do we got down here? Foul? Is the ball out of bounds? It'll be a Devil possession. The clock says 9/10. New this year in the NWAC is there is a coach's video challenge. Each team gets one. And if you get yours correct, you get another one, a 2 max. Don't know if they're going to, I don't know if somebody challenged this. Or maybe the officials just themselves may have made this call. We'll kind of watch it here on our monitor. And you can see it at home too. Let's see if they back it up. I looked up, I thought, and it said 1.6 seconds. But I'm not sure. It's down at the other end of the court from me. And whether that's accurate or not, I think it's going to be more than 0.9. We'll see. It'll be the Red Devils' possession on the baseline. Officials are still chatting out here, as you can see at the bottom of your screen. All right, Doug Sturmer's going to come over and take a look on the monitor. He's got the iPad there. Hey, technology, what did we do before this? Who's guessed? Huh? Again, NWAC basketball has added the challenge this year. The replay is good. It's nothing like a game on ESPN and you got 30 cameras or 10 or 20 or whatever. We got the one, and you got the scoreboard, as you can see, implanted here, so you can accomplish a lot. We unfortunately cannot see the replay they're looking at. So we'll just wait. Now the officials, protocol, they'll go visit about it, make sure they all agree, and then we'll see if they have the clock reset. Telling the players to stay back. .4, I was closer than that. I thought 1.6. 1.4 seconds. That half second makes a big deal here. The Devils will get a chance to catch and shoot here. Shane Dumas-Sanchez will trigger on the baseline for the Devils. In the corner, got to get rid of it. Scow does. It's short, and that'll end the first half. Mount Hood did not shoot well from the free throw line. The Red Devils did not shoot well from the three-point line. And Mount Hood has the lead. It could be a lot bigger. We've played one half of basketball in our nightcap of the first day of the Red Devil Classic. Our score, Mount Hood 33, Lower Columbia 27. I'm going to put the sound out. Going to let you watch the kids come out and shoot here at halftime and hear the sounds of Michael Bus Gym, and we'll rejoin you with our halftime stats. Take a look at the games today and what's coming tomorrow and be back for more. Halftime, Saints 33, Devils 27. All right, back to tonight's broadcast on Devil Vision. Game 4, day 1 of the 2025 Red Devil Basketball Classic. We've been doing this for 38 years. Mount Hood leads this one 33-27 over Lower Columbia. Earlier today it was Centralia over Everett. Actually, I'll get those scores for you here. Centralia defeated Everett 71-67. Game 2 is Southwestern Oregon beat Spokane 83-68. Game right before this one, Blue Mountain over Peninsula 66-52. And as you can see here, 33-27, Mount Hood leads Lower Columbia in Game 4. With the losses earlier, Everett will meet Spokane tomorrow at noon. Peninsula will play the loser of this game at 2. Centralia and SWAC will play a semifinal at 4. And Blue Mountain versus the winner of this Lower Columbia Mount Hood game tomorrow night at 6. Games at 10, 12, 2, and 4. Championship game at 4 o'clock on Sunday. First half stats, you see the team stats posted there. We'll look at those. The highlights or lowlights, for Mount Hood, a highlight, shooting 50% from the field. The Red Devils, a lowlight, shooting 28.1%. Free throws, wow, Mount Hood with a 6-point lead, and they got to be thinking what it could be. 4 of 15 from the line for Mount Hood, 26.7%. Devils 9 of 14, 64.3. 3-point line, neither team shot well. The Devils just were downright struggled. Mount Hood 1 of 7, Lower Columbia 0 for 11 from long range. Devils with 21 rebounds to 19 for Mount Hood, and turnovers low, just 6 for the Devils and only 3 for Mount Hood. Individually, Styles De Leon, 9 points to lead Mount Hood. 7 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists for Julian Baltatsis, who played 11 minutes off the bench and did a really nice job for Mount Hood. 4 points for Jair Benjamin, 4 points Leighton Neal, 4 points Miles Williams. Quantavious Tillman, who comes in averaging 20 a game, just 3 in that first half. Carson Riley, 2 points in the first half for Mount Hood. Kaysenbach, Travis Head played, did not score. And that does it for Mount Hood in the first half. Red Devils led by the 8 points of Chance White. A bright spot for the Red Devils is Noah Scow off the bench, 7 points, 6 rebounds. Javaris Reed, 5 points, 4 points for James Gross. 1.7 rebounds for Skylar Schmidt. And that's it scoring-wise. I'll take it back. Cole Chester had a bucket for 2 points. Max Saavedra played, didn't score. Shane Dumas Sanchez started, did not score. Also off the bench, Dalton Stevens, after an injury, kept him out of the first 2 games, got his first time on the floor, played 5 minutes, didn't score. Hayden Yor didn't score. Parker Eiswald didn't score. As I mentioned, the Red Devils really hurt by the 0 for 11 from the 3-point line, and overall just 9 of 32 from the field, trailing here by 6 points at the half. Red Devil women off for a while. They don't play this week. They'll be back and play a little later, and not back. The women not back on the home court until December 22nd, when they host Olympic, and then the Lower Columbia women will host an 8-team crossover, if you will, December 29th, 30th, and 31st, playing on New Year's Eve in the afternoon. Red Devils will host 3 games over Christmas break here as they get ready for NWAC West Division play, which starts in January. Both teams out warming up. You can see it here on your screen. And we'll be back with second half action here just in a couple minutes. Just 2 more weeks of school for these players as far as the student part of their life here, student athlete. This coming week, it's what's called, some call it Dead Week. it's the week before finals, and then finals week, December 9th, 10th, and 11th, and then no school, just basketball until January 5th. So that's always a nice break for all students, but especially an athlete who can get away from school a little bit, get some rest, and play hoops. Hopefully have a little bit of a Christmas break as well. Of course, playing on Thanksgiving weekend, these players didn't get to travel home for Thanksgiving break. In fact, I talked to both the coaches from Spokane and Southwestern Oregon, which both have a long ride, Coos Bay and Spokane. Their Thanksgiving was celebrated Wednesday at home, and they traveled yesterday to play today at 3 o'clock here at Michael Bus Gym. All right, Coach Mickey Polis and the Devils down here to my right, getting in the final words before the second half begins. Devils just need to pick up the pace defensively and offensively. Just got to score. This is a team that has some shooters. No concern there. Just not today in the first half. Was it particularly strong? Red Devils will play tomorrow either at 2 or 6. 2 if they lose this game. 6 if they win. And, of course, it'll be broadcast right here on Devil Vision, as are all the games of this 3-day tournament. Skylar Schmidt, Chance White, Shane Dumas-Sanchez, James Gross, Javaris Reed for the Red Devils, the starters. And the same for Mount Hood. Leighton Neal, Quantavious Tillman, Carson Riley, Miles Williams, Styles De Leon on the floor. That's Williams with it as he crosses the timeline. Devils down 6 here to Mount Hood. Last time these teams played 2 years ago, Mount Hood won. Tillman, long jumper, top of the key, off iron, no good. Schmidt with a rebound. Ball tipped away. Mount Hood gets it back. Into the hoop and scoring, Carson Riley. Devils got the stop, couldn't get the outlet pass, and turn it over. Now down by 8. Largest lead of the night for either team. Dumas-Sanchez, that's Schmidt on top. Gross rotates it down low to Javaris Reed. Clearing out, fall away jumper, doesn't get the roll, and Schmidt gets undercut going for the board. He's fouled. Foul's on Leighton Neal, who was trying to establish position, and he undercut Skylar Schmidt. Shot clock reset to 20. That's the third foul on Leighton Neal. So now Neal and Quantavious Tillman, 3 fouls for Mount Hood. Mount Hood packs the defense underneath. Schmidt cuts inside, goes to the hoop. He draws the foul. He'll shoot a couple. Skylar Schmidt had 1 free throw in the first half and made it. Has 2 here. Got that one. Got them both. Red Devils now 11 of 16 from the free throw line, trail by 6. That was the deficit at halftime. Williams tried to get around the corner, lost it. Now I believe he dribbled it on the line. Who we got down here? Well, the official pointed down. He stopped the clock. He didn't call a foul. I'm a little lost. Mount Hood ball. Guess we'll never know. Tillman trying to get around Gross. Styles De Leon hustling for the rebound. Mount Hood. And again on the hustle play, Mount Hood gets fouled. Devils got beat to the board that time. Skylar Schmidt with a foul. So the Devils have had a couple of stops. one where they turned it over on the outlet pass, and there where they had to stop but couldn't get the rebound. And Quantavious Tillman did, and now he'll get 2 free throws. Unbelievable. Mount Hood 4 of 16 from the line and leads by 6. Doesn't jive, right? 4 of 16 from the line. What the Coach Hanny Dowd's got to be going, what the score could be if we could even, hit 10 of 16 or something. Second one is good. Got the kind roll. Devils nearly throw it away. Dumas Sanchez couldn't corral it, and they do throw it away. Quantavious Tillman misses the lay-in. Rebound Mount Hood. No good. Riley the rebound, and finally Schmidt for the Red Devils. Get it out of there. He is surrounded by Saints. Devils need to have numbers. Oh, and Mount Hood had a lot of chances to go up by 9 or 10 there. Devils survived it. Dumas Sanchez reverses. Three-pointer. Will it go? It does not. Javaris Reed for the rebound. Goes to the hoop. Twists and turns. Goes to the south side. The southpaw and laid it in. See if the Devils can get some momentum going here. Carson Riley shot a couple threes. Doesn't take that one. Reed's wide open here as the pass is kicked out. Too easy. Defense got sucked inside, and the big fella, Carson Riley at 6'8", drained the 3. Back to an 8-point lead for Mount Hood. Reed handoff, Chance White. Defense gets on him, has his shot blocked, but on the follow-through, Riley pushed him. I don't believe Riley fouled him so much on the shot, but on the follow-through, he got him at the waist. Riley didn't like it. That's his second foul, but White went down, and he'll shoot 2 free throws. Just trying to kind of complete the motion and fouled him then, if that makes any sense. White free throw, no good. Chance now 2 of 5 from the line. White got the second one. Devils peel back. No pressure in the backcourt. See if Mickey Polis goes to that at some point. Coach Mickey Polis, 9th year, 171 and 47 in his career. Looking for 172 tonight, and it's been a battle. Down 7. Rolling inside, shot goes in. Quantavious Tillman, crafty, getting to the hoop and got the roll. 9-point lead, biggest of the night. Dumas Sanchez being hounded out front by De Leon. Devils just cannot get into the offense. Really good defense tonight played by Mount Hood so far. Schmidt back to the hoop, dribble, turn, elevate, shot no good. Rebounded by Javaris Reed. Shot clock reset to 20. And now we've got a foul on the floor on the Red Devils. On the scrum on the floor, Schmidt called for the foul, his third foul. Second team foul of the half. Miles Williams into front court for Mount Hood. Riley this time picked up by Javaris Reed. Shoots a 3 over him. And it's swirled down the drain. And the Red Devils are in trouble and want a timeout. 16:05 left here in the game. All of a sudden, Mount Hood leads by 12, 44-32. Now the Red Devils appreciate the continued support of Right Line Equipment, proudly wear the Right Line logo on their uniforms. They're based in Rainier, Oregon. Right Line is the industry leader in forklift attachments and other innovative products to enhance material handling productivity. Right Line designs, Right Line crafts, Right Line delivers. For more information, check them out, rightline.com. Well, at the half tonight, Mount Hood led Lower Columbia 33-27 by 6. 4 minutes, a little under. The Saints have doubled that advantage, now lead by 12. Carson Riley with a couple threes. He's the first player in the game in double figures with 10 points. The Red Devils have just got to figure it out. Mount Hood, athletic. Mount Hood is, I've talked about it ad nauseum, has struggled from the free throw line. 5 of 17, but yet have this 12-point lead. Credit the Saints for overcoming that. Red Devils with the starters back on the floor here. Skylar Schmidt out there with 3 fouls. Montavious Tillman on the floor with 3 fouls for Mount Hood. Leighton Neild with 3 fouls is sitting down at the moment. Schmidt will inbound. Mount Hood has played backcourt defense all night, and here they are again. Chance White will bring it up. 94 feet of pressure. Gross needs a 3, didn't get it. Had a good look, ball tipped around, rebounded by Mount Hood. Devils ran a set for James and just couldn't get the 3 down. The team has struggled so mightily from the three-point line tonight. Get a steal here. Schmidt dropped it off. Gross. Bounce pass, baseline, meant for, it sure was meant for and blocked from the Red Devil, but doesn't matter, a Devil possession. Devils now 0 of 13 from the three-point line. Down 12, you gotta think you got no chance without turning that around. Corner, Gross, pump fake, got the defender to fly by, but didn't have a shot. White drives, flips it to the hoop, draws the foul. He's got a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. Boy, Chance White's got a quick first step. He's also got 11 points. First Devil in double figures tonight. Foul was on Kaysen Bach. White will shoot the free throw. And he's got the three-point play. Devils back to a single-digit deficit as Noah Scow will now come in and will replace Skylar Schmidt. Travis Head back in for Mount Hood. He'll give a break to Carson Riley. See if the Devils can get a stop here. Try to get a run after the three-point play by Chance White. Baseline. Tillman ducks under, flips it up. 2 guys on him. I mean, that's just great offensive ability by Quantavious Tillman. Came in as the Saints' leading scorer at 20 a game. Devils nearly throw it away. White saved it on the other side over there. Drives in traffic. There was a hand through the basket. The ball went in anyway, and White was fouled. Of a chance for another three-point play. Travis had the foul. Boy, Chance White starting to light it up for the Devils. Young man out of Roosevelt High School in Portland. And we're going to have a timeout. 14:38 left here in the first half. Devils trailing 46-37. Well, after the game, always head over. It's nearby, the Sweet Spot. Frozen yogurt in the Triangle Center. Sweet Spot is obsessed, offering 10 delicious flavors. We'll have you coming back for more. Sweet Spot, the official frozen yogurt of the Red Devils. Well, Mount Hood got up by 12. The Red Devils cut it to 9. Now have cut it to 9 again. Chance White going to the free throw line to cut it to 8. Really been a struggle for Lower Columbia, and all you have to do is look at the three-point shooting. 0 of 13 tonight for a team that, by all accounts, has some outstanding shooters. But not, at least in the first 25 minutes plus of this game, the Devils just have struggled. Chance White does have 14 points, is 4 of 7 from the line, and he'll have his try for the old-fashioned three-point play here momentarily as the teams break the huddle. Scal, White, Saavedra, Gross, Reed for the Red Devils. Bach, Tillman, Baltazis, Miles Williams, and Travis Head for the Saints. White missed this one and rebounded there by Quantavious Tillman, the 6'6 guard out of Orlando, Florida. 9-point lead for the Saints and possession. Williams kicks it, corner, long jumper, good. Good penetration, kick it out to Kaysen-Bach, and he drains it, and just like that, back to a 12-point lead for Mount Hood. Scal, high post, we have a whistle. Some kind of grabbing foul inside on Mount Hood. Travis Head with the hold. 6-team foul, his second. One more and the Devils will be in the bonus. Saavedra's inbound pass gets to White. Ooh, may have traveled, no call. Flips around to the hoop, didn't get the roll, and Mount Hood. Great break for the Devils. The Saints tipped it out of bounds. Oh, Whitehead, that ball just would not fall down, wouldn't fall down the drain. Get some sweat mopped up out there. Red Devil baseball players attending to that. A lot of Red Devil athletes work at this game. You go to the concession stand, soccer and softball players in there, and baseball players scrubbing the floor. A bunch of them got women's basketball and baseball and on the stats table here. Gross in the corner. Low post. Javaris Reed. And a foul called on Mount Hood. A lot of contact. Reed ducked. Looked like his shoulder dropped a guy, but the foul called on Mount Hood. Two shots for Javaris. 7 points tonight. Made his only free throw. In the one-on-one, got it. Very good free throw shooter. Came in 5 of 9 on the season. 2 of 2 tonight. 8 points. Got them both. This Devil crowd is just waiting to see a run from this team. Ball nearly turned over. And now Chance White called for the fouls. You reach in and try to make the steal. First on Chance, just a 13 foul. So Mount Hood, well, the shot clock reset to 20. And possession right in front of their bench. Miles Williams, left side. It's Jair Benjamin who's done a nice job off the bench tonight for the Saints. Saints have hit a few threes this half after also being cold in the first half. Stolen by the Red Devils. Gross works his way around the official, goes to the hoop, draws the foul, it wouldn't go in. Boy, James had to tiptoe the line to get around official Doug Sturmer over there. No problem with Doug, he just happened to be that way. And Gross got up the floor. He'll now shoot 2 free throws. Boy, Mount Hood piling up the fouls here. That's the third on Travis Head. Gross, 1-1, not actually 2-shot foul, made that one. Skylar Schmidt will check in for Gross here in a moment. Leighton Neal back in for Mount Hood. Styles De Leon back in for Mount Hood. Gross another free throw, trying to cut it to 8. Devils just trying to chip away at this Mount Hood advantage. Columbia with 4 straight free throws to cut it down to 8 now. James Gross will sit down momentarily. The Devils go a little bit bigger with Schmidt and Javaris Reed, and also Noah Scow in there. Noah at about 6'5". De Leon to front court. Hand it back, Baltatsis. Got to guard that three-point line. Saints have gotten hot out there. De Leon off balance, throws it up, got jostled. Foul called on the Red Devils. Max Saavedra, the foul is first, his second. I believe it's his second. De Leon's free throw. Wow. Devils have just been helped out so much by Mount Hood, and just this really, really rough night from the line. Another one. It missed. There was a lane violation anyway on Mount Hood. Devils down 8. See if they can chip away a little more here. Max Saavedra, freshman out of Meridian, Idaho. Well, now he's getting double teamed. Gets it ahead to Chance White. Pass was rushed, went off his fingertips, and Lower Columbia turns it over. This is the nights, folks, when you want to look down and say, why would you want to be a coach? So much a struggle tonight for this talented Red Devil team. They are struggling in all phases tonight. Kneeled inside, shot over Schmidt, no good defense. Scow rebounded, he's tied up, pressured all over, and Mount Hood knocked it out. I'll tell you what, Mount Hood goes to the basketball at all points on the floor. That time there was 3 guys on Scow. They just are very aggressive, been called for a lot of fouls. Well, I'll tell you what, they make you work for everything. Schmidt will pass it in. Comes that backcourt pressure. Vader will try to push it across. You want to beat him over the line. We had a shot clock, I believe, issue. No. What? Folks, I apologize. I have no idea what just happened. Oh, we have a foul. No. Ball was just given back to Mount Hood. There's no foul called. Sorry, I can't help. I have no idea what happened. We'll find out hopefully soon. Kneeled inside, shot no good. Tipped away and rebounded by Javaris Reed. There's that Mount Hood pressure. And I believe we have a foul down right in front of the Mount Hood bench. Okay, ruled a held ball. Red Devil possession. So Vedder's got to get out of that corner. Here come the Devils, trying to bring it up quickly. Flop it into the front court. That's White right in front of his Red Devil bench. Devils were down 12, now down 8. Scow reverses it. Shot clock at 12. Schmidt, offensive foul, I'm guessing. Well, the foul will be on Mount Hood. It looked like Schmidt had dropped his shoulder, but he was fouled by Mount Hood, and now Schmidt will shoot 2 free throws. On the night, Lower Columbia 17 of 24 from the line. Mount Hood 5 of 19. Devils trying to claw back in this thing at the line. They've made their last 4. Schmidt free throw is good. Now down to a 7-point lead. If Schmidt can make this one, he'll get it down to 6. That's where it was at the half. Skylar Schmidt, free throw is good. 5th point for Skylar. He has 9 rebounds, and all 5 of his points have come at the free throw line. Now a 6-point game. Devils with 6 straight free throws. Lob pass into Jair Benjamin, and he reverses it in. Working the baseline. Chance White, step around move. Back to Schmidt. 3. Devils miss another 3. Now 0 of 14. And Chance White's on the floor here next to me, and he's injured. And we've got a whistle and a stoppage. The Devil trainer Ed Ernest will come over. They've got him up. He's got some kind of lower body injury as Chance limps off the floor. Shane Dumas-Sanchez back in. Mount Hood possession as we tick down to 11:35. Miles Williams for Mount Hood. Riley shot a couple threes. He got another. Carson Riley, 3 threes here in the second half. Back up to a double-digit lead for the Saints. Dumas-Sanchez, corner, Gross. Defense got on him. Good job by Miles Williams. Inside, Javaris Reed goes hard to the hoop and scores. That's a big boy's bucket right there. Javaris went tough to the rock and scored. 54-45, Mount Hood. Devils looking for a spark, looking for some stops. Kneeled, looked like he traveled, no call, and he got the ball up and in. It's very physical tonight. Shane Dumas-Sanchez in and out of the defense. Now we'll set it up on top. Reed draws contact, doesn't score, no foul, rebounded by Mount Hood. Miles Williams will slow it down for the Saints. Hey, now he pulls up from 3 and glass only, but hustling for the rebound was Mount Hood. Styles De Leon throws it in the corner. Carson Riley again. 4 of 7 from 3 points. Mount Hood's up 14, and we've got a timeout, Lower Columbia. And this is just not going well for the Red Devils.
We've got a timeout.
Timeout. Mount Hood 59, Lower Columbia 45. One of our great sponsors, Cowlitz PUD, the Cowlitz County Public Utility District. Learn how you can reduce your power bills this winter. Folks, I don't know about you, but my heater's running a lot more these days as the weather's cooled down a little bit. And the PUD has some tips to help you save a little bit of energy during this colder weather. Check them out at cowlitzpud.com. Cowlitz PUD, your power. Well, we went to the halftime break tonight. Mount Hood is 1 of 7 from the three-point line. The Saints are now 6 of 13, which means they are 5 of 6 from the three-point line in the second half. And they can thank Carson Riley for that, who's hit 4 of them. I think Kaysen-Bach had the other. That three-point shooting, as compared to Lower Columbia being 0 of 13 from the three-point line, that has propelled Mount Hood to this 14-point lead. It's going to be a danger time for the Red Devils. Noah Scow will inbound. Dalton Stevens checks in for the Red Devils. See what the Devils got here. And now we've got a foul on Riley. That's his 4th. How big would that be if he fouled? Oh, it's his 3rd. Check that. I thought it was his 4th. Double bonus now. Schmidt will shoot 2. Boy, Riley's just been deadly outside. Got that free throw line. You know, Riley, 6'8" player out of Sandy, Oregon, which is just right up the road from Mount Hood. Riley came into the game from the three-point line. In their 2 games, he was 1 for 3. Well, tonight he's 4 of 7. Has been just a killer to the Red Devils. Schmidt, both free throws. Back to a 12-point lead. Inside, De Leon, fall away, blocked by Schmidt, and Schmidt gets the board. Dalton Stevens with the catch, gets it to the point guard, Dumas Sanchez, and here we go. Schmidt penetrates, cut off. Ooh, tough fall away jumper, not good, but Dumas Sanchez got out for it. His 3, a miss again. Devils miss another 3. Tipped around off Mount Hood. Good job by Dalton Stevens on the weak side over there to keep it alive, and Mount Hood knocked it out of bounds. Jair Benjamin back in for Mount Hood. Julius Baltatsis. A new 20 for the Devils on the shot clock. Got a discussion out here, some kind of discussion between players and officials. Schmidt in the paint, shot bounces, won't go, got his own rebound, went up, score. Devils wanted contact, not called. 10-point game. Skylar Schmidt on the verge of a double-double. 9 points, 11 boards. 7 of those points from the free throw line. Pass in the middle. Triple team, shot blocked. Scow got the rebound. Push it, Gross to the bucket. He's no call, but he got the ball in on the break. Devils within 8. Crowd's picking up the noise a little bit. James Gross pushed it up the floor. Drew contact, not enough for a foul, but he got the bucket for LCC. Down 14 a bit ago, now down by 8. Devils in a zone defense now. Double team at the top. Riley with a quick turn and go to the bucket. Tipped around Mount Hood, got it. Leighton Neild lays it in. That was Riley who laid it in. Boy, Riley with a good, fast first step. Like his game. Back to 10, Dalton Stevens. Dumas Sanchez wiggles to the bucket. He's fouled before he shot. He'll shoot 2. Just a crazy night statistically. Lower Columbia 0 for 14 from the three-point line. Mount Hood 6 of 13. Lower Columbia 21 of 28 from the free throw line. Mount Hood 5 of 19. I'm kind of beating a dead horse here, but it's really affected this game both ways. Shane Dumas Sanchez makes the free throw. Down to 9. Let's see if the Devils jump into a press here. Shane Dumas Sanchez gets them both. Now they did not. I think the Devils are going to stay in that zone, playing a zone here. Trying to stop the penetration for Mount Hood. 61-53. Miles Williams, little runner, no good. Ball tapped around, Mount Hood the offensive rebound. Devils could not secure it. And now a steal. Shane Dumas Sanchez to Gross. Finger roll, good. Boy, all sorts of contact again, not called. Ooh, almost over and back on Mount Hood. Mickey Polis thought the player who caught it stepped over from behind the line, not called. Devils within 6. High post, Neild, defense backs up a bit. Corner, Riley, another 3, missed this one. Dalton Stevens rebound for the Red Devils. Chance to cut down a little more. It was 14, now 6. The Saints have lost 8 points off their biggest lead. We're down to 6:40, plenty of time left in this one. Shane Dumas Sanchez gets it to James Gross. James. Step around, shot no good, tipped around. Dalton Stevens, he was blocked. No foul call. Boy, they've let him play inside. Both ways. Kneeled, his shot is up, and he was fouled by Javaris Reed. Well, it certainly hasn't been pretty. It's been really physical, but entertaining. And now with 6:22 left here in the game, Leighton Neild will try a couple free throws. 2 of 6 from the line so far tonight for Neild. And he missed that one. Skylar Schmidt will check back in for Dalton Stevens for the Devils. Neild will have one more. Another miss. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And they still lead by 6. Devils. Ball's tipped away in the backcourt. Picked up by Dumas Sanchez. It was tipped by Miles Williams of Mount Hood. They take the Devils out of their offense a little bit, though. Reed. Gross looking inside for Schmidt. Ball tipped away. Tried to force it in, and Carson Riley, that guy, has been just a difference maker here. Runs the floor, misses the shot, but Leighton Neild follows it in and makes it an 8-point game, and Mount Hood calls a timeout after the made bucket. 5:51 to go. Devils inching closer, still down by 8. LCC Red Devil training services provided by Longview Physical and Sports Therapy. Longview PT is committed to providing quality rehab services to clients throughout the Southwest Washington area. Their staff includes physical therapists, athletic trainers like our own Ed Ernest, and assistants with more than 90 years of combined professional experience. Thank you to Longview Physical and Sports Therapy for the great job they do keeping our Red Devils healthy. Oh. Not quite sure what to think about this one. Devils can't hit the 3. Mount Hood can't hit the free. Well, Mount Hood with the 8-point lead. Lower Columbia 0 for 14 from the 3-point line. And this is just too good a shooting team. I'm going to give Mount Hood a lot of credit. Pressured the ball a lot and forced the Devils into some not great shots and some tough possessions, but wow, 0 for 14. Can't imagine seeing that again all season. See if they can pick up a couple here late. Devils with it, down 8. Javaris Reed, Devils working around the top of the key, looking for a cutter. Gross around a pick. James drives, goes left-handed and laid it in. Boy, he's good going to the rack. Back to a 6-point game. James Gross now 12 points. He's picked it up a little bit offensively in this half. Devils stay in that zone defense. Pass thrown away. Devils didn't touch it. On the turnover. Devils get it back, down 6. Quantavious Tillman back in for Mount Hood. Chance White left limping off the floor. He's now sitting on the Red Devil bench. Not sure what his status is. He certainly had a presence tonight with 14 points. Gross bumped. That's Schmidt. Dumas Sanchez looking for somebody posting up. Not there. Shot clock at 12. Gross. Along the baseline. Floater won't go. And rebounded by Mount Hood. Ball loose on the floor. Skylar Schmidt gets it to Shane Dumas Sanchez. Here come the Devils, 2-on-2. Gross to the hoop, goes left-handed. He's on the floor, no call. And possession who? Mount Hood. Boy, the officials have let so much go on these breaks. And we've got a timeout on the court. Oh my goodness. There are nights, how many fouls have we had in this game? We've had a lot of fouls called. 21 on the Saints, 15 on the Red Devils. And it feels like maybe that many not called. I'm not going to say it's poor officiating. Not at all. It's been very consistent officiating. This crew has let them go. It just that, boy, there's been somewhere where, boy, like that one, James Gross went hard to the rack and just got bodied, no call. Works both ways, and the officials have called it consistently, at least in my opinion. Once again, the winner of this game plays tomorrow night at 6 versus Blue Mountain. The loser will play. Oh, good to see Chance White coming back in. Maybe a tiny bit of a limp there, but trainer Ed Ernest maybe taped him up a bit or gave him a treatment, and he's back out on the floor. His Devils down by 6, Mount Hood possession. Chance White, Noah Scow, Shane Dumas-Sanchez, Skylar Schmidt, Traveris Reed for the Red Devils. James Gross getting I'm sure, a very brief rest. Devils again, no backcourt pressure. At some point, they may have to jump into it here. Miles Williams, the freshman guard out of Las Vegas, brings it across for Mount Hood. High post, Riley. Devils sunk in on him. He's made 4 threes this half. Shot clock at 15. There's Riley, you better step out. He takes the 3. Missed that one, swirled, wouldn't go. Skylar Schmidt retrieves the rebound for LCC. Get down to 4 minutes. Better get across the timeline, Shane. He finally does. That was close to a shot clock or a half-court violation. Chance White back on the floor, as I mentioned. Dumas-Sanchez, long 3, another miss, but Skylar Schmidt cleans it up within 4. Schmidt skied and scored. He's got the double-double, 11 points, 12 boards now. The 3 missed, but the Devils got the cleanup deuce. Inside, leaning in, Quantavious Tillman, great body control, banks it home. Back to a 6-point game. Chance White drives, corner, Schmidt goes to the hoop. Tried to drop it off. He does to Javeris Reed, and Javeris lays it in. Good big to big that time. Schmidt the assist to Javeris Reed. 4-point game, 3, no good. Rebounded by the Red Devils. Noah Scow got it. God, you got to score here. Down 4. Of course, if you're a Mount Hood fan watching, you don't agree with me. And now we have a push away from the ball. Is it a foul? Shane Dumas-Sanchez on the floor. We had a whistle. Officials will discuss. I think the officials want to get a look at this one. Officials will discuss this. There is replay in NWAC basketball this year. And officials will come over, grab the iPad from Justin Ford, who leads this media table for us and handles all the Devil Vision stuff. Looking to see if there was a flagrant foul on that play is what they're taking a look at. Of course, there's 2 flagrants. There's flagrant 1 and flagrant 2, or there's just a foul. So there will be free throws of some kind here for the Red Devils. We do have the officials have looked. Now they'll chat. You see them heading out to midcourt. They'll talk a little bit about it, make sure they agree. And I'm guessing they just have a common foul. Head coach Andy Daoud of Mount Hood pleading his case. So Shane Dumas-Sanchez in the double bonus will shoot for the Red Devils. Shane is 2 of 3 from the line tonight. He has 2 here, got that first one. Boy, this is the closest the Red Devils have been in the whole second half. They trailed by 6 at halftime, been down as many as 14, now within 3. Shane, second free throw, looks good, it certainly is. 65-63. Mount Hood with the lead, but ever so tight now. Williams across the timeline. Devils still playing in the zone defense. They've spread that thing out a little bit now. Across the way, Williams. Quantavious Tillman. Mount Hood trying to attack the zone. 10 on the shot clock. Devils have pushed it out. Intercepted. Noah Scow with it. Protect the basketball, young man. Gets it to Chance White, and the Devils have a chance to tie this up. The Devils tonight from the three-point line, 0 for 15. Wouldn't it be crazy if they hit a 3 to take the lead? They might. Dumas Sanchez, nope, missed that one. 0 for 16, and the ball rolls out of bounds. That would have been too perfect if you're a Red Devil to hit a 3 to take the lead after not hitting one all night. Still a 2-point lead for Mount Hood. High post, Neal, the lefty, tried to get around Reed. Quantavious Tillman goes in, doesn't get the roll. Who gets the rebound? Javaris Reed's on the floor. Devils trying to get a timeout. It's first a held ball, and I think it is Mount Hood's possession. Devils were at the other end of the floor, and the whole coaching staff was yelling timeout, and they just couldn't hear him down there. Mount Hood will have possession. Well, the shot clock says, yeah, now it goes to 20, and that's right. So Mount Hood still has it. Red Devils have 1 timeout left. Mount Hood has 2. The media timeouts are done. Devils got the stop, couldn't get the rebound. Mickey Polis not happy with what his team's doing defensively. Get the ball in. Baseline. Riley cut off by Javaris. Neal ducks under a shot, goes in. Skylar Schmidt did everything under the sun to stop him, and Leighton Neal goes baseline and gets the shot up and in. Back to a 4-point lead for Mount Hood. Chance White got around everybody and laid it in. Devils back within 2. Boy, that leg not hurting there. Need a stop again. Entertaining game. High post. Neal loses it on the floor. Red Devils have it. Tipped away. Mount Hood gets it. What a bad break for the Devils. Carson Riley right there, and Mount Hood lays it in. Oh, if you're a Devil fan, what could have been? Javaris Reed will look at his face like, hey, my fault, but he had the ball. It got poked at. Carson Riley, right person in the right place as far as Mount Hood is concerned, and he laid it in. And boy, Carson Riley has really, really come up big for Mount Hood in this game now. 18 points here in the game. And let me look back. Those all been in the second half. Riley had 2 at the half. He's at 4 threes and that big shot right there. Riley, a local kid if you're Mount Hood, from Sandy, Oregon. Just up the hill from Gresham on the way to Mount Hood. 69-65. Each team has 1 timeout left. Devils with possession at the other end. Mount Hood, as it has all night, with backcourt pressure. Devils got to get it in, and they do, to Shane Dumas Sanchez. Devils need to score. We're down to 1 minute. White into front court, goes for that opening again, and he's blocked on the way to the hoop. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Sanchez, who was banged up earlier, lays on that floor a long time. Appears to be okay, and the Red Devil court wiper guy was down at the other end briefly. He'll come out now and get this fixed up as Chance White will have 2 free throws. Chance 4 of 8 tonight from the line. 54.8 seconds to go. I'm glad you've joined us tonight. It's been a rough game, but it's been an entertaining game, and the Devils have made it close here late. Need these free throws. Chance White, first free throw is good. Julian Baltazis back in for Mount Hood. White with a chance to cut it to 2. 17 points on the night. Got that one. Boy, the Red Devils have really, really done well from the line in this half. Well, here you go. We're under a minute. A 2-point lead for Mount Hood. Saints with it. 22 on the shot clock. Wide open, Baltazis, 3. The Devils did not step out on him, and he hits the 3. That hurt. I have to tell you that. Devils have to score here. Chance White, 3. Air ball, and the Devils are in real trouble, and the missed 3-point shots. Brutal tonight for Lower Columbia. It's only the 6th team foul on the Red Devils, so it'll be Mount Hood possession. So Mount Hood tonight, 5 of 21 from the line, and they're going to get 1-and-1s now for a while. On the next foul, they'll be shooting 1-and-1s. We'll see if the Saints can come through in the bonus. And Carson Riley fouled in the backcourt by Javaris Reed. Javaris' 4th or 5th foul. And that's his 5th foul. And that wasn't the guy you probably wanted fouling there, but they had no choice. Well, the Devils couldn't hit the 3 late after having a rough, I mean, let's just call it what it is, a terrible night from the 3-point line. Now see if Mount Hood, which has been terrible from the free throw line, can hit here when it needs to. 5 of 21. And now number 21, Carson Riley, will try to hit the front end of a 1-and-1. And, of course, he does. I'll tell you what, Carson Riley has really been the difference in this game for Mount Hood. 73-67. Got one more, and he got them both. Devils need a miracle. Shane Dumas-Sanchez misses the 3. Mount Hood the rebound, foul by Lower Columbia. And Mount Hood's going to win this game, folks. Boy, give Mount Hood credit. Got up by 14. Devils chipped away, hit the free throws, got within 2, had chances, but couldn't come up with a big shot. And Mount Hood with a 7-point lead and free throws for Quantavious Tillman with a chance to up this to a 9-point lead. Missed it. Devils push. Chance Williams had the ball pushed away from him and out of bounds. Devils down 7, 13.7 to go. They need to hit a 3 here. Call a timeout and see what they can pull off. It's a stretch. Gross from the corner. He'll get 3 free throws as he's fouled from long distance. Is that a 2-pointer or a 3-pointer? The official put 2 fingers up. It is a 3-point shot. So James Gross, 12.3, will try to cut it down to a 4-point lead. Got the first one. Devils now 28 of 35 from the line, 80%. Gross, short, but got the roll. Boy, Julian Baltazis back in. His 3 a bit ago with the Devils within 2 was the dagger, or so it appears. 74-69. Gross will try to hit his 3rd free throw in a row, and he does. Got to have the quick foul, just a quick foul. Oh, and we had one before it got to Tillman. The foul by the Devils in the corner. That's the 9th foul. It'll be a 1-and-1 for Styles De Leon. Fouls on Dumas-Sanchez, his 3rd. 101, and De Leon can end this thing if he makes these 2 free throws. And he does, the first one. $10 points. 5 players in double figures for Mount Hood. Carson Riley leads with 20. Devils still with a pulse. Free throw missed. They don't have one anymore. Rebounded by Mount Hood. Tapped around. Time running off the clock. Ball on the baseline with 5.7 seconds to go. Gross. He'll shoot a 3. Doesn't go. There's your ball game. Mount Hood trailed a couple times early on, took the lead, went up by 6 at the half, stretched it to 14 here in the second half, and the Saints get the win over Lower Columbia, 75-70. So Lower Columbia will play tomorrow at 2 o'clock versus Peninsula, Blue Mountain, and Mount Hood. An Oregon battle tomorrow at 6 o'clock. So Everett, Spokane at noon, Peninsula, Lower Columbia at 2, Centralia and Swauk at 4, Blue Mountain and Mount Hood at 6. Final stats, Carson Riley, 20 points, Leighton Neal, 12, Styles De Leon, Quantavious Tillman, and Julian Baltazes, 10 each for Mount Hood. Red Devils led by the 18 points of Chance White. James Gross had 15. Javaris Reed had 13 points. Skylar Schmidt, 11 points, 12 rebounds for the Devils. Devils go to 2-1. Tough loss. 0 of 19 from the three-point line, and that kind of tells you the whole story. Mount Hood did not shoot well from the line, but overcame it and got the win here tonight. Mount Hood 8 of 26 from the free throw line. Devils 30 of 37, and that should get it done, but just didn't shoot well from the field, under 34%, and missed them all from the three-point line. Glad you joined us tonight here on Devil Vision. Hey, come back tomorrow at 2 o'clock as the Devils take on Peninsula if you can't. Or, hey, better yet, come here to Michael Bus Gym and check it out. Final score, Mount Hood 75, Lower Columbia 70. From Michael Bus Gym, I'm Dave Andrew. Good night, everybody.